Once again, it's time for Harry Potter's Joke Corner. What do Hogwarts students get when they do bad on tests? Dark marks. Why was Mad-Eye Moody? You remember Mad-Eye Moody? He was the one with the crazy eye. Why was he such a bad teacher? Because he couldn't control his pupils. What is a good name for a witch? Wanda. What's a wizard's favorite movie? Gone with the Wand. What's another name for walking around holding a wand? Wandering. Hey everybody, so glad you could join me again for Harry Potter Club. Today we're going to read from the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry's in Diagon Alley. He's getting his school supplies. He and Hagrid are in Mr. Ollivander's wand shop. So Hagrid knows Mr. Ollivander very well, and they've said their hellos. And now it's time for Mr. Ollivander to measure Harry, get his special wand. Hold out your arm. That's it. He measured Harry from shoulder to finger, then wrist to elbow, shoulder to floor, knee to armpit, and round his head. As he measured, he said, "Every Ollivander wand has a core of a powerful magical substance. Mr. Potter, we use unicorn hairs, phoenix tail feathers, and the heartstrings of dragons. No two Ollivander wands are the same, just as no two unicorns, dragons, or phoenixes are quite the same. And of course, you will never get such good results with another wizard's wand." Harry suddenly realized that the tape measure, which was measuring between his nostrils, was doing this on its own. Mr. Ollivander was flitting around the shelves, taking down boxes. "That will do," he said, when the tape measure crumpled into a heap on the floor. "Right then, Mr. Potter, try this one. Beechwood and dragon heartstring, 9 inches, nice and flexible. Just take it and give it away." Harry took the wand and, feeling foolish, waved it around a bit, but Mr. Ollivander snatched it out of his hand almost at once. "Maple and phoenix feather, 7 inches, quite whippy. Try." Harry tried, but he had hardly raised the wand when it too was snatched by Mr. Ollivander. "No, no, here ebony and unicorn hair, 8.5 inches, springy. Go on, try it out." Harry tried and tried. He had no idea what Mr. Ollivander was waiting for. The pile of tried wands was mounting higher and higher on the spindly chair, but the more wands Mr. Ollivander pulled from the shelves, the happier he seemed to become. "Tricky customer, eh? Not to worry. We'll find the perfect match here somewhere. I wonder. Now, yes, why not? Unusual combination. Holly and phoenix feather, 11 inches, nice and supple." Harry took the wand. He felt a sudden warmth in his fingers. He raised the wand above his head, thought about swishing it down through the dusty air, and a stream of red gold sparks shot from the end like a firework, throwing dances of spots of light onto the walls. Hagrid whooped and clapped, and Mr. Ollivander cried, "Oh, bravo! Yes, indeed. Oh, very good. Well, well, well. How curious. How very curious." He put Harry's wand back in its box and wrapped it in brown paper, still muttering, "Curious, curious." Cut. Hey there, today we're going to make a magic wand. This is a very simple magic wand. Anybody can make it. I just got a twig out of my yard. So this one's kind of cleaned up. The bark's nice and smooth, and we wrapped it in some leather on the end. You can paint these, you can put glitter on them, glue and glitter. But I wanted to show you how I did it. I just got the twig, used some pruning shears. Mom and Dad will probably have to help you with that, please, so nobody gets hurt. A little bit of sandpaper. I'm sure your dad has some of that. And just sand down your twig, getting some of those rough pieces of bark off of there, and it'll help with the the painting process too. The paint will really stick to that sanded wood. And all the little burrs off. It's pretty good. Smells like fire. Okay. All right, so I'm going to change out my newspaper here because I've got so much sand, twigs sanded off on the paper, and I don't want it to get it in the paint. So I'm going to meet you back in just a second, okay? All right, we are back. It's sanded down pretty good here, and got me some new paper on here so I don't get all that dust in my fresh paint. So I've got gold paint and black paint. If you wanted to paint your wand, you could. Got some glitter glue here, glitter glue paint. If you wanted to do that, you could. If you don't have the glitter glue already made up, you can. If you have glitter around the house, you can just add the glitter to your paint or just some plain glue. Any of that will work. A paintbrush is needed if you're going to be painting. If you don't have a paintbrush, use an old sock or a piece of a sponge. Any of that will do. So I do like the look of just a plain wand. This one, if you notice, we sanded down most of the bark on this end and we left the wooden handle. So that was it, you know. And then this one, we sanded it down completely and wrapped the end in leather strap there. This is a spool of leather strap that you can get. Sell it at any craft store and just pull you some off there. I'm going to cut it with my pruning shears because it'll do the job. And it's pretty thick, so I say it'll do the job. Let's see. Maybe if I held the pruning shears correctly. There we go. All right. And it'd be great if somebody could hold the stick for you. And maybe one of my little assistants here can hold. You can't see her, but I can. It's magic. So I'm just wrapping it around, back and forth. I really like the look of just the plain wand. A little too long going there. And then make sure you don't make it too short that you can't tie it off really good. You can always add some more if you think, oh, that's not enough. Just start up again at the end. Whoops. I'll have to cut that. There we go. Yeah, so that's just the plain one. But let's just play with it. Maybe paint it, put some glitter glue on there. Oh, that's really good. Careful not to get it on your clothes. Most of these acrylic paints will just wash right out if you do, but just be careful. And there's paint. It's really pretty. Does a lot better. We made some pencil wands one time in Harry Potter Club, and the paint didn't stick really well. I guess, you know, the pencils are typically painted, but just being a stick from the yard and that wood being sanded down like that, the paint just really sticks really well to your wand. So yeah, so it's all painted. And then if you wanted to put a layer of glue on there, if you have some glitter glue, you could add some sparkles to your wand. But it just makes a really fun wand from your yard. Okay, see y'all later.